Again, want to thank everyone for taking time out of your day to spend a little time with us. I'm sure that you will find this very educational, very helpful. I know that every time I have a chance to talk to Ted or Matt and talk about what they have done, not only within their product, but how they have tied that back to Autotask is really a fantastic thing and a great tool for our mutual customers. So I want to just take a quick moment and talk a little bit about Autotask. And it's interesting because for those of you who might not know me, I've been with Autotask about 5 years, and before that spent some time in the IT services space, about 25 years or so. And when first talking to people when I started with Autotask, it was really trying to explain what we did, what a professional services automation tool was, why you needed one, all of those things. And really now when I talk about Autotask, I break it into some components, and I talk about really who we are as a company, the people behind the product, and we talk about the product itself as well. So when you're really talking about Autotask, you're talking about a company that has over 200 employees across 4 continents, essentially up 24 hours a day working to make Autotask the world-class product that it is. We've been around for over 10 years as a software as a service product. So we didn't jump on the cloud bandwagon when Cisco and Microsoft started advertising because we thought we could make a couple extra bucks that way. This is a philosophy that we have believed in for over a decade. One of the stats up here that is I'm really proud of, not that I have a lot to do with it, but our 7 years best place to work. And what's so interesting about that number is the fact that we have won that at every size category that we've been as a business, from an under 20 up through an over 200. So what that shows to me is not only as Autotask has grown, we have maintained the type of people who come to work every day with that single-minded dedication in what they do. Our uptime, our releases, all of those things are a product of the people and the company culture that we have. Now, this was an interesting slide that I found and was once again really helpful, I think, when we look at items as far as how long Autotask has been around and the types of things that have happened after we were founded as a software as a service company, like iTunes and Skype and Wikipedia and Firefox and all of those types of products. It was just an interesting slide, and I think it really points to some of the things that we do. Now, when we talk about Autotask and the types of things that Autotask does, Autotask is a very large, comprehensive product that's job is to run your IT services business. But we can really simplify that and streamline those things to make it manageable. The things that Autotask does is account management and sales management. We allow you to keep track of your accounts, contacts, all within our CRM. Now, once we have those accounts and contacts in the system, we can add those contacts to a contact group manager. It's a logical organizational tool that will allow you to communicate with like groups of your contacts within the system. We also provide for opportunity management, quote management, and your ability to run pipelines in all of your sales activities. So, once again, account management and sales management. Well, once we have found an account that we can sell to, we're going to do our service delivery. And Autotask provides a couple different ways to do service delivery. Both are our ticketing solution, where we're handling tickets. We have automated workflows to escalate those items. We can apply SLAs to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And we also have our projects tool that allows you to quickly and easily create a project from a template if you have created one of those, and allow you to easily onboard a new customer, migrate a small business server, all of the things you need to do to make those types of systems. Now, of course, once we have found a new customer, onboarded a new customer, sold them new services, delivered those services, we would like to bill for them. And Autotask allows you to do that as well. We have the ability to create all of the different contracts or billing arrangements that you have all within Autotask. Everything from a time and material, break-fix type contract through a recurring services, managed service type engagement. and which we'll be talking about here in just a little bit of that type of contract. With the ability to apply exclusions, if you're providing managed services for someone or you're doing certain break fix on one machine and maybe you don't cover a certain type of work that you do or at a certain time you do it, we can exclude that. We can set up any contract in Autotask to bill a third-party vendor if need be, and you can track all of your costs on it. So we've found our accounts, we've delivered our services, we've set up our billing for those. What we also will allow you to do is continual improvement. Now, the way you do continual improvement is looking at reports, looking at the data that you have captured within your system and applying those to either industry benchmarks, your own numbers, internal items that you want to keep track of. And we can do that, once again, a variety of ways. One of the ways we do that is with our integrated survey tool. We have our own survey tool embedded in the product that can automatically deliver a survey when you've completed a service call. When those surveys are answered, those individual scores that are captured can be applied directly to the product where you can see those items. And we also have the ability to have your survey scores benchmark against every other customer in Autotask who's using those same benchmark questions. So really allowing you the ability to not only find out what your customers think about you, but find out what essentially other people in the channel's customers feel about the type of service they do as well. And also with our reports, we have over 150 standard reports in the system, and that includes an unlimited number of custom reports that you can create. And our new custom report writing tool allows you to do calculated fields, format the reports in any way you want, schedule automated delivery, so really giving you a high level of report writing tool integrated into our software as a service product. And you get all of that in one view. You can log in, this happens to be an executive dashboard, and giving you the view of all of those types of things that are going on within your business. So really being able to keep a handle on them. So here's some contact information, and obviously we'll display our contact information again at the end of the session when we're going through our Q&A session. If you have any questions, of course, you can feel free to reach out to us. And with that, what I want to do is make sure that we reach out to Ted and say, Ted, why don't you take it away?
Outstanding. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. My name is Ted Roller, and I'm VP of Channel Development for Intronis. I am responsible at Intronis for our distribution relationships, or our key relationships, but more than anything, I guess I'm an evangelist for the Intronis product. I've been recognized as a channel chief and all that other stuff, but I think the only thing up there that really matters is that from 1992 until 2006, I was president and CEO of Oxford Systems Integration, which is a Dayton, Ohio, or southwestern Ohio-based bar at the time, and then managed services provider just as I was selling the company and exiting. So I've spent most of my professional career on the same side of the fence that you guys do, taking care of customers and managing their IT environments. So that having been said, I just want to introduce you a little bit to Intronis today, and then I'll turn it over to Matt for what is going to be a far more interesting presentation than mine. We've been working with Autotask for really about the last 9 months, but very hard, heads down work for the last 6 months to build what we think is an outstanding integration that's the whole purpose of which is to make your life easy, to make it easy for you to provide backup services to your customers as much as humanly possible without repetitive task efforts. So let's just run through quickly a little bit about what Intronis does, who we are. Intronis was founded in 2003.